Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is ASIYAH binti AHMAD NOORDIN. So for today's academic presentation, my partner and I will talk about biodiversity in nature, and our focus is the type of human activities that disrupt the balance of biodiversity in nature. There will be two of us. The first one is my partner, FATIHAH binti HAIRI. Her matrix number is 205640, and I, ASIYAH binti AHMAD NOORDIN, 206471. Okay, before I go deeper into my presentation, let me ask something. Do you guys know what is meant by the term of biodiversity? According to the officially adopted definition by the Convention on Biological Diversity, biodiversity is the variability among living organisms from all sources including inter alia, terrestrial, marine and other aquatic ecosystems and the ecological complexes of which they are part. This includes diversity within species, between species, and of ecosystem. As we know, the variability and the diversity of living organisms that make our nature is still being found. Not until recently, when we heard that our biodiversity is at risk. There are many causes, but the main is human activities. So my partner and I will present about the type of human activities that disrupt the balance of biodiversity in nature. First is deforestation. In the time it takes to say deforestation, another chunk of forest the size of a football pitch is destroyed. That's every 2 seconds, every single day. There is only about half of the number of trees on the planet today that were when humans first evolved. And the faster rate of forest destruction has been in the past couple of centuries. Up to 15 billion trees are now being cut down every year across the world. Although deforestation meets some human needs, it is just not sustainable or very smart for wildlife, people or the climate. There are many consequences such as increase the possibility of natural disaster to happen. Due to the lack of plants, different kinds of natural disaster have been happening like landslides, flooding, soil erosion and more. Besides, it increases greenhouse gases. This activity allows greenhouse to release big amounts of gases to the atmosphere. Healthy forests will absorb carbon dioxide sufficiently, but due to deforestation, they lose that ability, and worse, they release more carbon. It is estimated that deforestation is responsible for around 20% of greenhouse gas emissions. And due to tropical deforestation, 1.5 billion tons of carbon are released every year in the atmosphere. That's all from me. That I pass to my partner to continue the presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, ASIYAH. Hi everyone, my name is NURUL Fatihah binti HAIRI and my matric number is 205640. It's my pleasure to be here today. Besides deforestation that have been mentioned by ASIYAH just now, there are another type of human activities that disrupt biodiversity equilibrium. And today, we're going to talk about illegal poaching. Biodiversity balance and poaching, did you ever think about it? Or did you ever wonder about what happened to the wildlife habitat in the world this day? Before we go deep into this point, let me tell you. African Conservancy states that wildlife habitat in the world is being destroyed at a rate of approximately 5,760 acres per day, or 240 acres per hour. And in the last few decades, poachers have managed to bring untold perils to animals around the globe. Moving on to my first point, which is this type of activities contributed to the harm life of animals. For instance, tiger. They have been declared as a threatened species. According to the World Wildlife Fund (WWF), the number of tigers has already decreased by 95%, and the percent of survival of tigers in the region they resided 10 years ago has reduced by 40%. Such a huge number that we need to worry about. Although poaching is mostly under control, the illegal poaching of many of animals is leading to mass extinction of some species of animals. According to a report where the funding comes from the Intergovernmental Science Policy Platform on Biodiversity and Ecosystem Services, which is supported by the United Nations IPBES, the rate of species extinction, which is now 10 to hundreds of times greater than the norm over the past 10 million years, will only rise if extreme habitat conservation measures are not taken. In addition, illegal poaching also brings bad effects to the environment. To illustrate this, North American grey wolf was on the tip of extinction due to illegal poaching. This led to elk population in Yellowstone National Park to increase. With no natural predator, the elk nearly ate the aspen tree to extinction. I would like to conclude by saying that biodiversity is an issue that affects everyone, and therefore everyone should be aware of their effect on biodiversity. As biodiversity decreases on Earth, so do the chances of human survival. It caused by human and will also affect the human. Like what we have mentioned, deforestation and illegal poaching are just two examples of activities that disrupt biodiversity balance, but there are more than that we need to know about. Therefore, it is important to educate people on living in equilibrium with the environment. It is also important to make sure that the government is making laws that will ensure biodiversity for the future and not focus on short-sighted economics. If humans become extinct, it will likely be a result of their own action or lack of action. Hopefully, we will realize this before it is too late. That brings me to the end of our presentation today. Thank you for listening.